Oh, we crashed a ways back. Oh. If this looks familiar, it's because we did it before. And then it crashed. Well, the door's open, but nobody's here. There are a lot of horses around. No people, though. How much is a lantern? It is $5. That's easy. Cool.
Martial law, briefly.
Well,
that would be a gross misuse of the powers that be.
Maybe we'll go to Valentine. Well, now we go to Valentine, I guess. And then Rhodes. And then, if I haven't heard back, we'll go to Blackwater and then log out. Again.
Things are getting tougher. I'm getting older.
Do 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 do. Make sure that's on, which it should be. But they don't always mean anything. One Tokyo, what? Nothing. Oh, that's right. Saturday is the triage training. So I definitely want to be around for that. Four flowers, but yeah, you got work. Go to bed. I'm probably not going to be streaming for a whole lot longer anyway because they must be busy.
Hello.
Howdy. Awful lot of folks about. Ah, I found them. Hooray. We put the guns on the thing. And send you away.
give our first of all. Oh, hello.
Howdy, friends. I'm trainee Robert Moody. Just,
Oh, hello.
Wrote about trying to find y'all, and here you are.
Yes, sorry, here I am.
No, it's all right.
Yes,
It's all right.
give me just one moment. I'll be with you.
Of course, of course. It might be Sheriff Bolton. I don't know. Do we like the purple tie? I'm purposely made him a little bit colorful.
Coming on.
Anybody else want some horse wrangling?
Horse wrangling?
Ah, come on.
Yeah, you guys, gotta bring a horse, you're more than welcome to come along. If you want to interested in, catch it up and grab it yourself. That's the only thing that's not here.
Howdy, Raven Jane. Good evening.
Merry wedding, yesterday. Yes, yes. Oh, you got married.
I did. It's very comfortable back our name.
Well, congratulations. Happy to.
It's awful, right? I'm sad about that, but I'm very happy to be back. Very proud.
No go from like can't take for at least 10 real quick.
We need a deputy permanent council, please.
Nope, pardon.
Alright, I'm ready, I'm ready. I swear.
Alrighty.
What do you like? I'm just gonna go with those two. I wonder who that guy is. He's just chilling. Um. Oh, the purple tie. Thank you. I was doing a bandana, but the bandana that was right there wouldn't cover my face, and the whole reason I wanted something that could was in case I needed to cover the character's face, like for a surgery or something. Didn't do me a whole lot of good in that event. IVs would be what? Saline or is it Lactaid, we said? I guess. Oh no, it's ringers. That's right. Lactate ringers. Oh. Lactated ringers doesn't last quite as long as normal saline.
Have you any of you seen Mockman? Mockman wake up yet?
Okay.
Leave in town.
Oh.
Woke up.
Oh, I had it come.
Is that Mockerman? That could be Mockerman, I suppose.
Which George? No, I'm not thinking of my dead bird. It's taxidermized.
It's taxidermized.
Dividend.
Howdy.
Rockman's right here.
Wait, what? Where's Rockland?
He was right here. He probably stepped away for a moment.
You have a good night. Thank you again for the help earlier.
What is Bolton?
Oh my goddamn bandages. When you getting paid for this job? Make your profit.
Just to make you aware, we've got a trip that Randy McKinley go through Brand. He is one. It was about 6 minutes ago. They put it all in the title of the tip, so it cuts off after that. It says passing through Emerald Ramp seems to be ahead. That's it.
Ethel, I'm gonna give you something for you. Good work.
5506.
What is that static noise? Do you mean the scratching thing?
Okay. Sure.
I might try. Let's see. Is it gone? Is it still there?
Okay. Sure.
Hmm.
Okay.
I don't know.
Alright, apologies. Give me just one moment and then I'll give you proper introductions and
Not to worry, not to worry.
Sure.
Oh,
He usually is around. Yeah, well, I can see it.
she's shooting him up with morphine. Don't put it in his arm. Put it in his leg.
Don't have to digest it all. I took on board everything you're saying about getting formation.
It'll last so much longer if you put it in his leg.
I won't forget it. Well, I just wait here then. I guess on his way here. Yeah. No. Yeah, you know, yeah, they'll go. Okay.
I wonder who that guy is. Oh, he's a deputy.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'm aiming to, train on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and maybe Saturday too. So, I'm looking to get. Would like to move forward and learn as much as I can. Oh. Yeah, never mind. I thought I was later.
okay. Alright. Hello.
Howdy.
Dr. Bellatrix. It's nice to meet you if we have not met yet.
We have met. I'm Robert Moody.
Oh, I mean before tonight. Have we met before tonight?
We have. Fletcher has told me several times about some line that you gave about if somebody's allergic to, was it quercetin, that they are not long for the world or something along those lines.
Yeah, it's not a good thing if you're allergic to quercetin.
Yes. We have, yes, met very briefly in passing, I think, mostly.
I see. Well, my apologies here. Let me just check with this
No,
deputy.
that's
make
all
sure
right.
you- Hello. You're visiting or is it?
Quercetin, that's the name of it. Everybody's speaking in such hushed tones in here. I wish we had found Frostfire first.
Oh gosh, no. I thought we were walking all night for that. In fact, you take care of it. Like, I don't want. I get shot.
Oh, and away they go.
Jeez.
That's much better.
It's no, you feel regular. Oh,
What's that like? Well, I think my current wife would be very mad at me if I had another one.
as long as they're
A lot better. Much better.
as long as you're not one of those Jehovah's.
Let's be careful in the choices of word. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Ethel, have we met before, Ethel? Constable Becker. Pleasure to meet you. Constable is.
Why is there a bird in here?
Kind of a jack of all trades, lots of different certifications.
I should probably figure out where I'm gonna go. I don't know where.
Do you need to be taken somewhere?
I'm not sure.
Did you want to start your next of kin?
Are you
Yeah,
a cadet, or are you just hanging out with
Bobby
people,
or Alfred or Clara would be fine. Clara might be busy.
Did you want me to go send a telegram to one of them for you?
They might be in the saloon, actually.
Oh, okay. Let me go take a quick walk down there and see. Is it Bobby, Clara, and who?
Alfred.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Just any one of them.
I'll walk down and check and see if his next of kin are in the saloon.
Sure.
There, then reading a book. You know, it's unusual to see someone sitting there that long.
Hello. You don't happen to see Clara or Alfred or Bobby at all?
Clara left for the execution. Bobby and Alfred, it looks like they left just after. Is it urgent? Can probably get you to where they are.
Oh no, it's a next of thing. I'll send him a telegram.
Johan didn't die, did he?
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay. I
Alrighty.
will go send that to him.
Okay.
Alright.
Be well.
I live in Rosebud. Anyone I've seen before.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't look bad.
They are not in there, but I can go send a telegram at the telegram office.
Okay. I think Alfred's telegram should be in my citizen registry.
We're not going to get anything done tonight.
Did you want to walk with, or did you want to stay and keep him company while I run down there and send the telegram?
It's up to you. Which do you think will be faster? If somebody comes with you, or...
I don't think that'll necessarily make it faster or slower, but you're welcome to either come with or stay here.
Well, maybe I'll stay here just in case somebody shows up, and that way I can tell them you'll be on the way back quick, and I can help them get comfortable in the meantime.
Sounds good.
Not that I think anybody's gonna show up, but it's okay. We are covering bases. Howdy. Do I live here?
Yeah, this is the second time I've come in here and I've just seen you standing here.
No, I don't live here. I'm a trainee with the Saints Crossing Department of Health.
Oh. Okay. Makes sense. Bye.
Take care. We can at least make it look like we're not doing anything.
I'm just stepping on the porch for a second.
Alrighty. So I paid enough attention to know that he walked towards the sheriff's department. Or walked over towards the sheriff's office. So I suppose we're not super worried about him. Go ahead and keep it like this so I can see if somebody walks in the front door. I don't know if we're going to get anything learned this time. It feels like we won't. Welcome back.
Pardon me. I lied. I didn't go to the porch. I went to the office.
To the sheriff's office next door.
Well, yeah, the sheriff's office. I thought I heard somebody familiar in there.
I may have been keeping a small bit of tabs on you, so I did notice.
Bella's putting in the telegram.
Yeah, she's telegramming people for me.
Mm-hmm.
How long you been a trainee?
Let's see. I think just on this side of 2 weeks. So not all that long, but I enjoy it quite a bit. Helping folks is it's an admirable thing, I suppose.
You done any surgeries?
My friend, I've done quite a few. I think I'm at 4 bullets removed, 2 sets of fragments. Well, things tend to get a little hectic sometimes. We had a multiple down in Armadillo, maybe my 2nd or 3rd day actually training. It's just me and Dr. Fletcher for, it sounded like it would be 8 different lawmen. But local doctors had a nice head start on things by the time we got there, so wasn't all that bad.
Yeah, and local doctors can do good work sometimes.
It's very true. They're certainly helpful.
Sometimes they forget a bullet inside your lung. Whoops.
Well, that is not ideal for certain.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Well, you say that, but ideally we're not forgetting anything in somebody's lung.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't they forgot. They more just didn't see it. There's 2 that entered in a similar area. And
oh, sure.
The one entered and all the way.
Simple to do, easy to miss, I suppose.
Yeah.
You're speaking from personal experience there?
Maybe.
You're with the sheriff's department, I assume?
Yeah, I am now. I've been
How
in
long?
the department now for I don't know how long, actually.
Well, how are you enjoying it?
Several weeks. Yeah, it's good, you know. Getting shots, nice.
You may be the first person I've ever heard describe it that way.
Yeah. They don't actually like getting shot.
I was gonna say maybe the experience has changed since I was last shot, but that was 20 years ago.
It does seem to get easier each time you get shot. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting used to it or because of the nerve damage, but
Certificate for maybe. If I actually did medical work on him, I don't know.
I assume it's more the nerve damage because you're feeling it less each time it happens. I doubt anyone ever really gets used to being shot.
I hope not. Pretty unnatural thing to get used to.
I would agree. I would agree.
Okay.
Still, I suppose there's some benefits to being shot. You get to spend some lovely time with the folks in the medical office.
mm-hmm. Good folk.
Suppose to at least some degree you'll get to, well, you have to put your feet up. Take things a little slow while you're on the mend.
Yeah, something tells me I'm gonna get chewed out at some point and I'm gonna have to sit on my ass for several days.
Well, sure, if you get up and do something that rips your stitches.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm in trouble. It's kind of already recovering from a shootout on Friday and wasn't quite up to snuff, probably. So I'm sure I'll get an earful.
Hopefully it ain't too bad a one. One who's
Yeah,
playing
we'll
the
see.
guitar. Sounds pretty nice.
It's Deke. He's
Oh?
over in the cell over there. He's turned himself in. He's a pretty good musician.
Sounds it. You suppose he takes requests?
Mama, take
He
this
does.
badge from me. I can't
Well,
use it
I'll not interrupt him while he's in the middle of things.
It's getting dark, too dark to see. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door.
I'm gonna be funny.
I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Oh, mama, put my guns in the
Can definitely
ground.
see why people like morphine.
Well, they like it for a while, sure, but ain't exactly something you want to have too much of.
No. I've seen what it does to people.
It's coming down.
That's why I've been so resistant to its use for so long.
Feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on
Certainly, certainly.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it'll be fine.
knocking on heaven's door.
Well, it seemed to just be a small dose, so I imagine, yes, you should be just fine.
Heaven's door.
It'll
Yeah.
work itself out over the next bit of time, and then,
Knocking on
well, something smaller will certainly be able to help you.
Oh yeah.
Blom. BLOM. Nah, it's okay. What'd you spell it as? Oh, and Johan. That's okay. They probably know who you're talking about.
Trixie's got
Johan's just
Trixie's.
short for Johannes, anyways.
That was incredible. I loved it. Yeah, that was really good.
Go to sleep then. It doesn't seem like there's a lot going on here. It's all right.
If that shootout hadn't been in town, I wouldn't even joined in. But, yeah. Kinda gotta defend the town if it's right there.
Perhaps on different ways, different people. Right? My father, he used to always say that, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. He's a wise fella. All right. New Mexico territory. A little shithole town called Fort Rosa. It's got an army fort on it. Ain't got much else except rocks, cactus, and rattlesnakes. About 3 months now. No, maybe 4 months now. It took me about 2-3 weeks to get hired on as a deputy, and then I've been a deputy for almost 3 months. You all right? Where you come from?
Good night, Mr. Moody.
Oh, farewell.
I gotta say, worst injuries I've ever had are hand injuries to my hands. Fucking hate getting sutures in my fingers.
Well, I kind of was like the same thing. I mean, all I did was just bounce around, kind of, opportunity to opportunity, and then I got to doing some work and was briefly deputized in New Mexico territory to
Yeah, I remember reading about in school.
some large band of banditos that come up from Mexico. Come through El Paso, Texas.
Learned a little bit about anatomy.
Decided to go up and terrorize some of the silver towns up in the mountains in the northern part of New Mexico. And so I picked up a couple of weeks of work out doing that as a gun hand. Then I got word that my father died, and I decided to. He was a sheriff. He was an undersheriff actually in another state, and I didn't really know him very well. I only knew him through letters. So I decided that my life was not going in a good direction.
While I still have a little bit of energy left in me before the midnight hour, I just want to take a look at your book and see what sort of things we can go over. So at least I can offer you some training that way.
That'd be good. Seems to be a quiet evening, which is nice, I suppose.
Hey,
You said the new word. Fucked up.
yeah, I feel like the evening we're in a paperwork lull at the moment.
And the people I talked
Sure,
to
sure.
about him, including his widow, I learned
Here, we'll go walk
people
across
have such high praise for him.
away from the window so that we don't have overlap. There we go. That way, we're not hearing everything they're talking about. Oh, I'm trying to tell you this.
Sure.
So you trained under your late wife, who was a nurse?
I did, yes.
I see.
Learned a bit that way, simply from proximity. Hey, Ammo. It's pretty good. It's slow at the moment, but that's
Looks like
okay.
you've had a very eventful few days when you were training between multiple downs.
Yep, so far. Just happens to be, shall we say, right place, wrong time. But
Yeah.
that's how it goes, I suppose.
I'm just gonna go down through some of these things.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to check off some of these because I think some of these have already been covered, and some of them I think we can cover.
Sure. Of course.
I feel like emergency first aid knowledge has already been covered. If you have been involved in a multiple down, those kind of things involve, checking your surroundings, making sure it's safe to treat the patient, making sure the patients are put in a good position to be treated, checking vitals, things like that. I feel like you probably did a lot of that in multiple down.
Yes, I would say we did a bit of that, yes. The last time I was on duty, Emmett did say that he is looking down my file and saw nothing had been checked off yet, so hopefully that's not the case now, but...
No, things have been checked off. Has anybody gone over the bellows kits and drainage kits? Are you familiar with transfusion kits, those things?
If transfusion is blood transfusion, I have used one for Emmett, actually, on Sheriff Dan Lynn at one point.
Oh, okay.
Drainage, I have also used one, I think, with Dr. Fletcher down in Armadillo on Deputy McGuire. I have not had opportunity to use or really hear of bellows, I don't think.
Alright, so bellows are...
Technically,
let me come out of the cabinet and show
this
you.
is the first character that I made. Nothing was happening with him, so I benched him for a while. Okay. And then got into a bunch of different
places for offices, but here we have some right here on the second shelf. We're gonna grab them since you can see them in there. But
sure.
So the bellows, what they're used for is if let's say somebody had a lung injury where the lining got perforated and you needed to stitch the lining of the lung.
Right.
So once you get the stitching done, sometimes the lung does not reinflate itself. So it needs some assistance.
So it's a character that I've had.
Bellows down through,
I just finally have a direction for him.
Down through their mouth. It's a tube. And then
okay.
You use it. It's kind of the bellows part of it kind of reminds us of the bellows people tend to use for stoking a fire. It's kind of that sort of bit on the end. And what you want to do is, when you're doing it, you want to do it in consistent pattern so that you're simulating if the lung were to reinflate and then deflate. You want to do that a couple of times just to try to get the lung to try to pick up on its own.
Right. This makes sense. I know why we wouldn't have used it with McGuire, because his did inflate after we patched it.
Yeah, it's not very often we use bellows, and it's one of those things that I don't think your certification would be held up on if you haven't done it yet, because it's not used very often.
Sure, but at least you hopefully know about it.
Yeah, and what you can always do is, if you're not comfortable, and we tell everybody this, whether you're certified or not, there is no expectation that you're gonna know everything. That would be a scary person. I don't, I don't know if I
Indeed,
would trust a
indeed.
person who knows everything. That probably would scare me to have them working on me. But that's why we have local doctors. So that's why we have each other. So don't ever feel like you have to know all things. The local doctors are here to help too. Alright, let's see. Like common knowledge, it's got checked off. Medication administration got checked off by Becker by the look of things.
Yep, we went over that not all that long ago.
As far as, alright, so let's talk about morphine, laudanum, and carnium. Morphine
sure.
is pretty standard. We don't use it unless we really have to. It's
right.
If
real quickly, Emmett's gone over most of those. What was that third one you mentioned? I know morphine, I know laudanum being the oral tincture. What was that third one you mentioned?
So the third one's called carnium. It's new.
That would be why I haven't heard of it. All right.
Yeah, it's very new. It's an experimental drug. It's been brought to the crossing. It's for trying to we use it for a few things. I'm currently using it to help with another patient, but it is carnium's actually one of those things that it can be used for pain, but its true intention is to replace lithium. We don't use lithium unless there is no other possible option because we don't like it.
Right.
So we are trying to find a safer or more better used option. So carnium has been brought into the mix.
All right.
So we do use it for a few different things, but for the most part, it's you're probably gonna see it used more in counseling patients that may need it.
No, hey.
All right. That actually makes a little more sense.
But yeah, we do use morphine sometimes. I tend to like to lean into grapeseed instead because it's doesn't give people the itch and has similar things.
Did have them.
Right, and I do know use the lowest dose possible.
Or not.
Yeah.
If you do
Always
have to use it. And then I've been told to go for muscular injection rather than vein, because if you do it in the muscle, it'll take longer to affect and take longer to wear off.
I don't know, the barn's pretty comfy.
That's too bad. You're sleeping in the bed.
Okay.
Try not to give morphine if they are having if their heart rate or pulse are low, because it does lower it.
Sure.
Well, no.
We'd hopefully have given quercetin first, correct?
But if they've got a low blood pressure and if they're experiencing the concern that they might go into shock, then yes, quercetin. We usually save the morphine and things like that towards the end because most of the time the patient's unconscious anyway.
Right, yes. The one time I've seen it used, I think it was Dr. McNamara on a deputy. She was unconscious and he only used it at the very end before he woke her up.
Which is a great time to do it.
Right, and even then it was only a half dose.
Let's see.
Alright, I'm gonna bring you home.
Stitching. What have you done for stitching?
In terms of practical, I've
gonna wash my face.
done, let me see, Dr. McNamara has shown me, is it spiral? I think it's spiral stitching, primarily on arterial. And then there was another one that I'm forgetting the name of. stitching is a tricky one. So
Howdy.
prior to me being here, I had some nerve damage in my right arm that gave me a quiver in my right hand, so I didn't do a whole lot of sewing with that hand. Only in the past 3 months have been in the crossing, and Dr. Gray actually
Yeah, I suppose.
operated on my shoulder before she left or resigned. Excuse me.
Stitching's not as pretty though.
So I'm still getting used to having the full use of both my hands as steady as they are, which is pretty steady if you look at it now. So stitching is something that I haven't had a whole lot of experience with because, well, prior to that, my ring and pinky fingers twitched quite a bit. I couldn't hold anything real still in that right hand. So still working on my confidence and learning particular stitching styles. I have done a fair amount of it recently though because of gunshot wounds and so forth. I just don't know the particular names for them, I suppose. Just repeating what I've seen other people do.
Alright. If you get it, stop by the tanners and ask them for the thinnest hide they have. Something that they've cured is fine, you know, and put through the process, that's okay.
Right.
But tell them you want something that's short hair and has a thin hide. Tell them they can charge the medical department with it. And what I want you to do is take that piece of hide.
Right.
You can use a knife or a scalpel just to make cuts along it and practice your stitches.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just pick one up. You don't have to do it like right now, but you know, in your downtime when you're maybe just sitting about, you know, instead of reading or whittling.
Of course.
It's a good opportunity to practice, and it helps the muscle memory of your hand.
That's a good idea. Is there particular types of stitching that I should be practicing? I don't know if they have specific names. I know spiral is good for inside out for arterial sorts. Dr. McNamara was pretty clear on that one. But
okay.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah, once you've seen them, I tend to encourage people to focus more on just remembering what you saw and how to do it, and then just doing it.
Sure.
To keep practice on it. Not worry. I promise. When you're performing it on patients, we will not be giving you an exam. If that helps.
Sure, and I imagine folk aren't too worried about what type of stitching you're doing to them anyway.
Indeed. Now, if you're
As long as
excited
it
to learn all of it, that's fine. We certainly want to encourage that if that is something you are passionate about, you know, remembering the name of every single type of stitch. I'm definitely not going to stand in your way if that is something you're passionate about. But I'm more interested in you getting comfortable doing the stitch work.
Of course.
Getting confident about doing it.
Well, I will say it's been nice working with Dr. Fletcher because there's a certain point where he says, "Hey, how do you feel about doing this? I need you to do this." And if you say, sure, he's like, no, I need you to do this. And, well, get you to a point of going, all right, and I'll do it. Which has been good for me so far.
Now, did you set up an IV? Didn't you say you set up IVs?
I have done IVs. Yes, I've done the blood transfusion as well, so they're similar at least.
Okay, I'm going to mark these off here. Apologies, I love paperwork, and I love to make sure that things are marked off for you.
And I'm aware inside of the elbow is the best place, and then followed by the hand if you have to, and then even the ankle has a spot, according to Becker.
Indeed.
I believe that was Becker. It might have been Emmett. The two of them were teaching me a lot of things, both at the same time. Rhodes was awful quiet till.
Concussions?
No. not
Okay.
particularly. I do know about asking people. Do they know where they are? Do they know who they are? And something about holding up fingers.
Okay.
Beyond that, I'm not real sure.
You're bound to run into a concussion patient in the next day or so, so I'll leave that. It'd be easier just to walk you through it with an actual patient.
All right.
That way it's some of this I'm just trying to mark it off
Of
to
course.
show it's already done, so we know exactly where you're at and what we can help you with.
Right.
Some of it is just easier if you have a real live patient versus me spewing a lot of knowledge at you.
Right. Well, for what it's worth, I have seen some hypothermia and some necrosis.
Okay.
I was not present for when whoever it was took Silas's toes off, however.
But the fact that you were present, do you know how to identify if you've seen necrotic tissue before?
Yes, it's turning black usually.
Yeah. Really, what comes down to it is you want to remove it. You can't leave necrotic tissue there, and so you're going to want to remove it to the point where you're kind of cutting into living tissue because you
Right.
want to leave the living tissue only. I'll mark that off as well. Of course, anything you encounter that is beyond your scope, that's things that we always pass to others if
Of course.
it is beyond our scope.
Others or local doctors, preferably others if they're about. Yes. Hypothermia mostly seems to be lots of blankets and warming up water, especially in canteens, right?
So the goal with hypothermia or hyperthermia, depending on if they've been in the desert or if they've been in the extreme cold.
True.
What you're going to want to do is if they've been out in the desert, you want to cool them down slowly. If they've been out in the cold, you want to warm them up slowly.
Slowly, right. That's the key.
Yeah.
Okay.
You warm somebody up too quick, you cool somebody down too fast, you can put them into shock.
Which would not be good.
Yeah, the body will resist quickly. Alright. Unfortunately, the hour is extremely late for me. But I should be on duty tomorrow. If you are about, hopefully I can get some training in with you.
I may very well be. And then I think Dr. Silas maybe has mentioned in passing that he may be around later in the week if he's not doing some counseling stuff as well. So I hope to line something up.
Alright, sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna just go have a word with the doctor in the back. And then probably take a little nap.
Certainly. I will go off duty myself, I think.
It was wonderful seeing you, and I do look forward to working with you more. We'll get some more things ticked off or read off. Get you well on your way.
Yeah, should be good. Nice to learn from you.
Indeed. Apologies, it's short amount of time, but unfortunately the hour being what it is.
Oh, no, I mean, I knew it was possible. I figured this late you either run into another multiple down, in which case an extra pair of hands could be very helpful, or something like this, which is just as fine as well. In fact, maybe preferable.
Oh, it certainly does help, but try to get you the hands-on if we can.
Sounds good, Doctor. You have a good nap.
Yes, you will. See you later.
Morning.
Just swung that around real fast. That was funny.
Morning.
Howdy. Oh, that doesn't go anywhere. Okay. I might use the little hut down below. Oh, I should run over. I'm going to check telegrams just in case one of them sent something back. Excuse me. Sorry, folks. And then I'll be getting off because it is after midnight for me as well. Thanks for hanging, those of you who have. Oh, I don't have anything. Want to Tokyo? I still don't know what that means. Nope, nobody got back to me.
Good morning, sir.
Howdy, friend. Oh, there's a dude chilling there. What do we have? Agarita wildflowers, muskrat carcasses, bandages, Alaskan ginseng. Excuse me. You know what? We're going to see if the church is open. So I think this is the one building that actually you can go in. Oh yeah, because they had... the office. How nice. Kind of a nice church. Yeah, it's a newish character, but he's not that new. I mean, he's technically older than Abdul is. I just have played him a little less. And we'll go here. Alright, friends. Thank you so much. Have a good one.